The first thing people notice about you is your appearance, how you wear your hair, how you smile, and yes, how you dress. Clothes say a lot about your mood, your style, and yes, your swag. Whether you're into vintage, chic, couture, or casual, what you wear is an outward expression of your personality. Heels or hats, scarves and belts all converge to create your own personal brand. You can be runway ready by taking a tip from the pros. According to DoSomething.org, 91% of women are unhappy with their bodies, which is an alarming statistic about our failure to love ourselves for ourselves. Tonight, we're going to talk about fashions to complement every imagination. You can have flair, you just have to dare to find out what's hot and absolutely what's not. Hi, good evening, and welcome to another session of Tabernacle Talks. This is Dr. Michelle Pierce Mobley, and during this season of going out to parties, celebrating, even if you're celebrating with your family, you want to look great. And tonight we have an expert fashion stylist, Patheria Woodson-Zachary, who's going to show us how to look great. And we're going to talk about some of the things that maybe we wear that don't make us look great, whether that be clothes that just don't suit our style, or maybe clothes that probably retro and it's time to get rid of. So tonight, we're going to have some fun. And I hope that those of you that are watching tonight have a little conversation with us, because later in the show, we're gonna play a little bit of a fashion game. So we're gonna be looking at styles that are hot and maybe styles that are not. And so we want you to be able to go into your comments and be able to tell us whether you think the style is hot or not. Everybody has a fashion style, and some of us are just whatever is in the closet, and others of us really try hard to look good. And so for those of us that struggle a little bit, we've got a stylist here that's going to show us how to look fabulous. And when I tell you fabulous, I was actually kind of like challenged when the stylist walked in looking like a diva, which only a diva can do. And so I want to welcome to the show tonight, Patheria Woodson-Zachary. Welcome, Patheria.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I'm looking at those earrings. Those are gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
wow.
you.
Yeah, we got to see those earrings again, everybody. Dazzling.
Yes.
Okay, we're going to go back in time, Patheria. I remember the day that you were crowned Miss WDAO. For those of us that are local, she was crowned a diva. And this is Patheria. Look, just stunning, stunning, stunning. And we have a picture of her when she was actually crowned WDAO. And that was a big deal at that time because everybody, that was like a coveted role during that time. Can you talk to us about being crowned, and is that what sparked your modeling career?
Actually, I started modeling when I was about 12 years old, and I knew I had a passion for fashion. I loved dressing up my dolls. I loved looking at beautiful clothing. So I started a long time ago, and when I used to model and do pageants and do little fashion shows at school, I just knew that fashion was going to be what my career was going to be.
Oh, well, I know that modeling is definitely for the pros, and it's interesting that you started at 12. So how did you get started? Did you have an agent? Did you just start putting yourself in shows? Kind of share with us how you got started.
That's interesting. I just started, I went to glamour modeling school, and from there, they taught me how to, began to get with some agents. I left here and moved to Los Angeles, and there I learned so much. I met so many designers. I met so many people in the industry, and I ended up acting and modeling there in Los Angeles. And when I came back to Dayton, I brought back some of those fabulous fashions that I was inspired by, the designers there. And they were from all over the world. and I was able to really bring back some beautiful fashions to Dayton. And
Well, if anyone has been to one of your fashion shows, they truly have missed a treat. I mean, those shows have you going back looking in your closet thinking, I need to throw everything away. Because the fashions are hot, the models are just gorgeous, and the clothes just are so elegant that you brought back a state of elegance. And I think that's what we miss in fashion and style is elegance. So you actually had a retail establishment at one point. Can you tell us what sparked you to actually open a retail establishment and who were your primary customers? Who did you serve?
oh, I served all age groups. I sold clothing from leather, I sold fur, I sold every style that very unique clothing. When you came to my store, you really truly got a new attitude, because it was named New Attitude Boutique. So I would bring back the most unique styles that I could find from all over the place. So I would bring something different and glamorous to Dayton.
Glamorous. Let's talk about skin tones, because I think we always hear about warm colors, cool colors, and we've got kind of a slide here just to show different skin tones, to talk about what people look good in, whether you've got a warm skin undertone, whether you've got a medium, or whether you have yellow skin undertones. How do you tell women to find colors that actually look good on them and bring out the best in those skin tones?
Well, when my customers come to see me, I look for vibrant colors, and I like for them to be very comfortable because it's a personal preference for the colors that different people like to wear. So I really take what they normally wear and just kind of, add some spice to it.
Wonderful. So if I came to your shop and you're a stylist and I have some color that probably looks terrible on me, are you going to be pretty honest with me and say, that's not going to look good on you?
Oh, yes. I would definitely be honest with you because I wouldn't want you to walk out of the store dissatisfied. And you represent New Attitude Boutique, so I'm going to always be honest with you on your style when you come out of my store.
Okay, so you hear that, people in the audience. If you go to a stylist, don't go in there with your feelings on your sleeve because you may get your feelings hurt if
Yes.
you ask to wear something that she's going to tell you, this is what makes you look good. Let's talk about stripes and pattern clothes. Are there any rules of thumb about like stripes and plaids or any patterns that you would give the audience?
Well, I know curvy women, they like the stripes to go up and down. And that's what I recommend, that because it slims you. And my thinner women, they like them horizontal. They like to add some curves. So I can, I look at the fashion on you and I tell you that is not going to work out. The patterns are not going well with your body shape. So therefore, I wouldn't recommend you to wear that particular item.
Okay, great. So let's talk about some of the fashions that are hot this year. What are some of the things that you're seeing that the audience, if they're out shopping, that they should be looking for?
Now, I'm a woman that has never gone with the trend. I always try to get items that you can wear over and over again, because trends are in and out. They're here today and gone tomorrow. So I find you items that are hot for you. When you put them on, you're gonna say, I like this, and it's something that you can wear next year and year after.
So what would be some of those signature pieces? Like if I came to you and I said, I need just a really good suit or something like that, what are you going to recommend for me?
I would love to try some knits. Knits are just timeless. They're casual knits, there's dressy knits, and you can wear them for a different occasion. And they have some that really complements the body. So I love knits. And I sell a lot of knits.
Okay, now if you're like most women, you have a ton of clothes in the closet. I mean, probably a couple rooms of clothes. What things should we absolutely go into that closet and get rid of because they are just not coming back?
It's really difficult with that. Now, we have to get rid of those things that, that we can't wear anymore. But there is fashion that comes back, and it just comes back around. I remember when bell bottoms was hot, but they came back. Platforms was not hot. They came back. So there are some things in your closet, the old suedes and, the old fly collars, they need to go. They need to go.
Okay, so I have to get rid of my super flat collars,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Okay.
Yes, they need to go.
So
Yes.
are leather outfits still in? I know everybody probably has a leather suit. Is that still in? And
Absolutely. Absolutely. Leather will never go out of style. You're going to be wearing leather coats, leather pants, leather outfits. I mean, leather was always my signature lines. I've had all styles of leather. So leather will always be around. You always want a piece of leather.
yeah, I knew that was your signature line. That's why I had on leather tonight. 'Cause
Yes,
I knew.
yes. I
just
love
knew.
it. Love it. Yes.
Okay, as we get older, our bodies change.
Yes.
Gravity is not our friend.
Exactly.
Are there certain fashions that we just shouldn't try to rock anymore?
I think women now, there's some still can rock them, but I wouldn't recommend for over 50 years old for us to have our crop tops and our mini skirts on. Now, that's my recommendation. I'm not sure, I'm sure a lot of women would still wear them, but that's not what I would recommend. That's not what I would sell to the women that come into my store.
So you're gonna let me buy it, but you're certainly, if you're the stylist, you're gonna say, okay, now that crop top is showing a little bit too much crop.
Exactly.
So-
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's talk about the rage white parties. Everybody has gone to a white party. And I was always told after Labor Day, don't try that. Is that still a hard and fast rule not to wear white after Labor Day?
It depends, like back here in the Midwest, white is definitely, they still go by that. When I lived in Los Angeles, we wore white all year round. But I think it depends on the fabric. You're gonna still have white leather pants, you're gonna have your white fur, you're gonna have your white wool, your white knits. You still can wear, those things are white and you still can wear them. But your white linens and things like that, I wouldn't recommend those.
Okay. Now, foundation wear, let's talk about that because I know that we as women, we know the importance of foundations.
Yeah.
Why is it important to have important foundations under your clothes?
You always want your clothes to be smooth. Once you put your outfit on, you don't want things pudging out. You don't want things not looking neat. You want to look neat. So you definitely have to have your smoothers on, your waist trainers, your undergarments. You're going to need them to make things look smooth. I tell my models when they're doing the fashion show, we can't have things moving around and jumping all over the place. You have to smooth things out. Whether they have smoother with the long, look like pantyhose, and those are they're very inexpensive, but they make your clothes look neat. So it's very important to always. I know it's uncomfortable for a lot of people, but if you want to wear that particular tight outfit, you need to put an undergarment on.
So sometimes we need to make that investment and stay off that 99-cent rack trying to get.
Definitely. Do not go in the
garments,
99-cent rack
'cause
thinking
that's not
that you're
gonna work.
gritty. Yeah, thinking you're going to get something to hold you in. No.
Now, you talked about your models. I know that this would have been the 40th year for your annual fashion show. And of course, COVID has kind of changed the way you're going to bring fashion to people. Do you want to speak a little bit about your 40th anniversary show this year?
Yes. Due to COVID, this was really, we were really sad to know that we couldn't do our normal fashion show, which was going to be a very fabulous event. But we're going to do it December 2021. Prayfully. We're praying on it. But I've been doing Zoom fashion shows. And if anyone is interested in participating in looking at our Zoom fashion shows, email me at newattitudeboutique4187@gmail.com. And I can give you all the information on the Zoom fashion shows. I also do private fashion parties for, different organizations. So if anyone listening out there is interested in doing a private party, they're in your home, call me at 937-279-0336. That's New Attitude Boutique. And we can bring it right in your home, and we can show you some beautiful fashions.
Oh, a private fashion show. Okay, we're going to have some fun.
Yes.
Okay, we've got some photos. And first, I want everybody to see Pytheria's style meter. She's got a style meter with her, so she wants to hold that up. And this is where we need some audience participation here, because we're going to be looking at some fashions, and we're going to rate whether the styles are hot or not. So if you want to hold your style meter up. And if you notice the blue side, it's cold. She's going to say, no, that's not what's happening. If she moves it to the hot, the red section, that means that's a hot style. So we're going to talk through some clothes. So let's look at our first picture before you rate it. Okay, audience, what do you think about that outfit? Let's see that outfit again, that white. Okay, Pytheria, how do you rate that?
I like it.
Oh, hot?
Yeah.
Okay, we got, okay, it's still in the red zone. Okay, what did some of our people in the audience, did you like that? Wonderful. Okay, let's see the next outfit. Oh. What do you think about that blue outfit? We talked about foundation garments, didn't we, everybody? And let's go back to that one. The foundation garments are an issue when you got to pull that stuff in. So if you put on a dress and it looks like that, you may want to try again. What do you think about that other dress right there? The flow, I don't know what kind of skirt that is. I just thought that was interesting.
It is very interesting, and it depends on the body type.
Okay, so you put that in the green. That wasn't quite
All the way cold.
all the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at our next item. Let's see. Okay, what do you think about that? I have an opinion about that, but I'd be real interested in seeing what our audience says about that. Okay, how'd you rate it? Okay, tell me why you rated that hot.
It's not my personal type now. Maybe without the coat.
Without the coat?
Maybe without the coat, I would like it a little better.
Okay, now I have a question about that, because I always heard there's a rule of thumb, and maybe it's not. Can your dress be longer than your coat? And
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes,
that is
it
an
can.
old adage. Your dress can be longer than your coat.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it can. But I think that she probably should have, the boots could have been longer.
Okay.
Yes.
Longer
Okay.
boots.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at our next picture. Okay. I know how I would rate that blouse. How would you rate that, Pytheria? Let's see what our style meter. Okay, she rated it hot. Why'd you rate that blouse hot?
Oh, no, I didn't mean to.
Okay. Oh. Okay, what did you think about that blouse and why?
It's too tight.
Okay. The infamous gap.
Yes, it's too tight. She needs to size up.
Okay. So women
Yes.
out there, when you put on a blouse and you see that gap coming in between there, you got to handle that.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because one of those buttons are about to pop.
And that would certainly be embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're talking to somebody and your button pops.
That's true. Very true.
Okay, let's see the next outfit. Oh. Okay, let's see how we rate that one. Oh, hot. Okay. Why'd you rate that hot?
I like the shoes, especially for women that love to wear heels. It's a platform, so it's not as uncomfortable for most women. And I like the shoe. I think it's nice.
Now, I love the shoe, but I can tell you it is really painful when you watch somebody walk in shoes that they can't walk in.
I agree.
And
I totally agree.
I feel bad for them, especially if they have to walk pretty far.
Oh yes, that's a painful situation.
But they're
Yes.
gorgeous, gorgeous shoes.
Gorgeous. Yes, they
Okay,
are.
let's look at our next photo. Oh.
Whew.
Okay, let's see how our audience rates that one and then. Oh, okay.
That was painful.
That was painful. Okay,
Yes.
why was that painful?
Definitely, I just think they need a total new size in the shoe. But you have to wear those no slides, where your toes won't go in the front. Oh God, that's terrible.
Yeah, so you can see, and that's where you have to actually look at yourself in the mirror before you leave. So if you know that your shoes or your feet are sliding out of your shoes before you leave the house, you need to handle that before you go someplace, because if you're hot and your feet start sweating, it's only going to get worse. And
Exactly.
Exactly. And you're going to be out someplace with your feet and your toes on the ground.
Oh yes. Exactly.
Okay, let's look at our next slide. Okay, nude color shoes. This has been the rave. Everybody talks about nude color shoes. What is the big deal about nude colored shoes?
I think every woman needs a pair of nude shoes in their closet. I mean, they can go with so many different outfits. You can really take these shoes and, I mean, really add something to your wardrobe.
So if you don't have a pair of nude shoes, it elongates your legs too.
Yes.
So, if you're struggling with a dress and you just don't know what color shoes to wear, you cannot go wrong with a pair of nude shoes. That is a staple item. That's almost like having a white blouse or
yes.
having a navy suit, is having a pair of nude color shoes. So ladies, if you find a nice pair of nude color shoes out there, make that investment. That is the best investment you can make for your wardrobe.
Exactly.
Okay, let's see what else we have. So that definitely gets a hot.
Yes, that's hot. That's hot.
Okay. Let's see what we have next. Oh, ooh.
Oh, I like.
Okay, let's see how we rate that one. Oh, hot.
Yeah.
I think that is a daring outfit.
It is daring.
It's daring. What do you like about it?
I love the way I love the way it's tied around her waist, it's accenting her waist. I love the length of the pants. I love the way she styled the top with a little button down for her style. I love this outfit. It's really, really nice. She styled it well.
She's wearing that.
Yes, she is.
Just the accessory is perfect. It's not overpowering the outfit either. I really like that.
Not at all. That's beautiful on her.
Okay, so hopefully
Yes.
everybody in my audience, you say that's hot. I think that's hot.
That's hot.
Okay, let's look at our next. Okay, what's going on here? Let's see how our audience rates this one. Okay, let's see what the style meter has. Woo! That's all the way cold.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to talk to us about why you didn't like that one.
Again, it's not flattering to her body. Not only does she need garments on, it just doesn't give her a waistline. It just does not flatter her body at all. So I wouldn't recommend that. I wouldn't sell an outfit to one of my customers like that, no.
So that's an outfit to walk around your house.
Exactly.
with your family.
Yeah.
And probably need to work that out some.
Yeah, totally. No, that's not a good one. No.
Okay, let's see our next outfit. Oh, this style is out now. What do you think? Let's see how Patheri, our stylist, rates this outfit. I've seen a lot of the guys doing this now. Okay, let's see what our style meter says. Hot. Okay, talk about why you like that.
It's, it wouldn't be recommended for an older man, over 40, I think. I mean, over 50, I mean. But I think the young generation is wearing this and wearing it well. I have seen some young men wear this, and it looks really, really good. So, I mean, it's in style now, so I rate it hot.
Okay, so if you got rusty ankles, that's not the thing.
No, no, don't do that. Yeah.
Okay, let's look at our next fashion.
Huh.
Huh. Okay, style meter. How do we rate that? She almost went off the chart.
Right. Right.
Wow. And we know we see a lot of that. Let's talk about this style because we see it a lot.
I still don't understand it. I still have never, and I've asked so many young men why, and they just like it. I definitely dislike it. I just think it's not necessary. I just think a man should pull his pants up. Period. I just look at that. No, it's not. It's not nice.
Okay. Wow.
What do you think about that?
Well, I watched a man actually that had some pants on like this, and he was trying to run across the street, and he really couldn't.
Right, right.
I was thinking something was going to happen.
Exactly.
Because he's holding his pants, trying to hold
Yes,
them.
they continuously hold their pants up while they're walking, and it's like,
Yes.
okay. And some of them have the nerve to put a belt on, and he's like, why?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to jaywalk with these kind of pants on. Okay. These are anti-jaywalking pants.
No, those are. I wish that style would go out. Now I do.
Okay, let's look at our next photo. Now, I read in Fashion Week that it's supposed to be fashionable to wear socks inside of your sandals. Let's see what our stylist says on the style meter.
Now.
Okay, let's look at our style meter and see what we got. Okay.
No. No.
Say no.
I went the wrong way.
Okay, let's see. I think our style meter, we had to give her a chance to revote.
Yes.
Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, okay. You're lukewarm about it. Okay, talk to us about this one.
Now, I think the heel with the socks on, definitely no. Wouldn't recommend that at all. Now, I have ran into some men that have worn their socks with their flat shoes. It didn't look so bad on the men for some reason, but I still wouldn't recommend it. It's just not what I would recommend to a male or a female.
Okay. Okay, let's see our next photo. Okay, this is the day of the bodycon dress. And for those of us who don't know what those bodycon dresses are, it's body conscious, or you are just like, I'm just going to show all of my curves. And in this case, it's a maternity bodycon dress. So how does the audience rate that dress? And let's see how Patheria rates the bodycon maternity dress. Okay, hot. Talk about why you think that's hot.
Well, it's again, it's hot for this new generation. They love to wear their tight-fitting clothes. They still want to show their figures, and they have no problem with the fact that they're pregnant. So they still like to do that. Now again, over a certain age, we can't do this.
Because that wouldn't be body, that would be...
Yes, right. And it would be even, after a certain age, it's not even pregnancy. They just have a stomach,
So she's able to get away with that because she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
Now, if your stomach is like that,
oh my goodness,
and you're trying to rock that dress,
don't do that.
Don't do that to us.
Don't do that.
That's when you put that coat. You see that coat?
You wrap it around.
You just wrap it
around. Yes, but I've seen them. I have seen that. Yeah. But I think for the generation now, this is in style. I see a lot of pictures, and they look beautiful because they're proud of their body.
And I can tell you, maternity wear has really advanced. I mean, when I was pregnant, we didn't have clothes that looked like that. I
No,
mean, you
not at
basically
all.
wore
The big clothes,
the big clothes to hide it.
Yeah,
So,
you're trying to hide all of that stuff.
so I guess I do have to celebrate our women now that they're rocking these outfits, and it's impressive.
And it's impressive because they look good. Because some of them, that's all they have is a stomach, and they still have their nice, bodies. So it looks good on some of them.
Okay, ladies, that's hot. Okay, let's see what we have next. Okay, I'll put that up there because, I see a lot of people that go to work in the office and they have that V, that plunging neckline. What do we think about that for the office?
Not for the office. No, not for the office. If they're going out in the evening, yes, some women still can do that. But not in office. I think it has to be an appropriate place for you to show all of that,
So if I'm going from day to evening, I can put a scarf.
Exactly.
I could put a scarf on there, and then when I'm ready to go out at night, I can just rip that scarf off.
Rip that scarf off, and there's your outfit.
Yeah, because you don't want anybody talking to you over your desk and they can see down in your.
No, not at all.
Not hot.
I'm sure the boss and everyone will be like, "What is going on there?" Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see our next photo. And you know what? I had to end with this photo.
Oh, yes.
Because I think every woman in America, that was a jaw-dropping suit.
Oh, it was beautiful. Yes.
So how you gonna rate that? I already know how we gonna rate that.
Yes.
Double hot, all the way
Yes,
up.
yes.
That suit was by, I believe, Christina Herrera.
Oh.
Beautiful.
She looked
suit.
good in it. She represented well. It was power. It was powerful. So, yes, I rate that. Yes. Powerful
Wonderful.
woman. Yes.
Yeah, that was. Let's see that one again. I have to just see that photo one more time. That photo, it was just striking. She wore it well. She was powerful. She was graceful. It was made well.
Just a class.
It was just classic. That's
Yeah,
one
it
of those
was
classic
classic.
pieces you're talking about.
Oh,
You could wear that suit and have it for the next 20 years.
Oh, yes.
And be able to rock that suit.
So
So Kamala,
timeless piece.
Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris, you were a fashion hot.
Yes, that's a
double hot.
fashionista there. Yes.
Fashionista.
Yes, it was hot.
Well, Patheria, I want to thank you for entertaining us tonight on some of these fashions. Because fashion, that's your life, that's your style, and I have known you for many years to be a professional. You know how to dress women, and you know how to dress men. You just know how to dress people. So I would tell everyone in the audience, if you have an event you want to go to and you want to look fabulous, call Patheria. She will get you together. I want to thank our audience for tuning in to another evening of Tabernacle Talks. Have a wonderful night.
Have a wonderful evening.
This is Dr. Michelle and Patheria signing off. Good night.
Good night.
We've got some great upcoming shows, and if we want to share some of those now, I think we can talk about what we've got planned for the month of December. For our first slide, we're going to do some encore presentations. So please tune in every Tuesday at 6:30. Our first encore is going to be From Anger to Resolve, and those were the shows that we had about the riots and things that were happening this past summer. So if you missed that series, definitely tune in next week because we'll be playing that series again. And then after that, we're going to have another series for Baking with the Pros. So for those of you who missed our How to Make a Perfect Pound Cake show, You have to tune in for that because that's going to be a great holiday repeat that we're going to show for you. Our following week, which is going to be December the 22nd, we are going to have a shopping show. So we have found fashionistas from around the country. So we're going to be shopping in New York. We're going to be shopping in Chicago, the East Coast, and ATL. So we're going to actually go inside Cartier. So if you have not been into a Cartier store to look at those diamonds, tune in on December the 22nd because we are going to have some fun in New York. And then we're also going to have a show featured in December for the kids. I know everybody, we've got a lot of grandmas out there. You got kids that are home for the holidays, and we're going to do some arts and crafts with them. And then our final show is just going to be a review of all the great Tabernacle Talk shows that we've done this year. So please stay tuned. We're going to have some great shows, and we will see you every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m.